Hvitserk, Ivar the Boneless's unknown brother, the Forgotten Viking. The Viking Age is known for producing some of history's most ruthless and legendary warriors. Among them were the sons of Ragnar Lothbrok, who carved out a place for themselves in the annals of Viking lore. While many have heard of Ivar the Boneless and Bjorn Ironside, few have heard of their lesser-known brother, Hvitserk. Often overshadowed by his more famous siblings, Hvitserk's story is one of mystery and intrigue, earning him the title of the Forgotten Viking. Despite being a vital member of the Great Heathen Army and playing a crucial role in the conquest of England, Hvitserk's legacy has been largely ignored by history. Join us here at Historical Saga as we delve into the life of this enigmatic warrior and uncover the secrets of the Forgotten Viking Hvitserk. Early life and family background. Hvitserk Ragnarsson was born in the late 8th century as the youngest of the 4 sons of the renowned Viking chieftain Ragnar Lothbrok and his second wife Aslaug Sigurdsdottir. His siblings include Ivar the Boneless, Bjorn Ironside, and Sigurd Snake in the Eye. Hvitserk's mother was renowned for her prophetic abilities and was believed to be the descendant of Sigurd, the legendary hero from the Volsunga Saga. Despite being the youngest amongst his siblings, Hvitserk's Viking heritage and family background made him a significant figure in the Viking world and a fascinating character in the Norse sagas. Viking campaigns. During the early 9th century, 2 of the most notorious and successful Viking raiders were Haystein and Bjorn Ironside, who successfully organized and executed numerous expeditions to France. Hvitserk, like his brothers, was a highly skilled warrior and a leading figure in Viking campaigns. He was first mentioned in the sagas during the Siege of Paris in 845 AD, where he fought alongside his brothers. Haystein, a mastermind in his own right, devised an audacious plan to make Bjorn the Emperor of Rome, and together they led an expedition to the Mediterranean. Their target was the city of Luni, which they mistook for Rome. Despite being unable to breach the city's walls, the Vikings concocted a clever scheme to infiltrate the city by sending a message to the bishop, claiming that Haystein has converted to Christianity on his deathbed and sought the help of the bishop in administrating the sacraments and granting him a consecrated church burial. Assisted by the bishop, Haystein was carried into the chapel where he miraculously rose from his stretcher and unlocked the city gates for the Vikings, enabling them to conquer Luni. Despite historical discrepancies, this story of Haystein and Bjorn's daring feats is a popular legend. Although most sources indicate that Haystein appeared later than Bjorn and Luni was likely taken by Saracens rather than Vikings, the tale of Haystein's clever deception and infiltration has been recounted in various forms throughout popular culture and has become synonymous with the adventurous, audacious and cunning spirit of the Vikings. The joint expeditions of Haystein and Bjorn to France and the Mediterranean were also instrumental in shaping Viking history and culture, consolidating their position as a dominant force in the region and paving the way for further Viking conquest and exploration. Role in the Great Heathen Army. During the 860s, Hvitserk and his brothers rejoined the Viking army that had invaded England as part of the Great Heathen Army. Together they battled against the Anglo-Saxon kingdoms of Northumbria, East Anglia and Mercia, eventually emerging victorious. Although Ivar the Boneless, Hvitserk's brother, was considered a leader of the Great Heathen Army, Hvitserk played a significant role in the army's success. Later life. During the aftermath of the English conquest, Hvitserk's whereabouts and activities were largely unknown. However, in the 870s, he reappears in sagas as he clashes with his siblings, this time standing against his kin. According to the tale, Hvitserk and Sigurd Snake in the Eye joined forces to avenge their father's death by plotting to kill their brother, Ivar the Boneless. Later, Hvitserk is said to have traveled to the Mediterranean region where he allegedly confronted the Moors in Spain. Despite his mysterious disappearance earlier, Hvitserk's actions during this period are depicted in the sagas as being eventful and significant in terms of his relation with his family and his encounters with other cultures. Legacy. While Bjorn Ironside and Ivar the Boneless are known for their Viking exploits, Hvitserk Ragnarsson's legacy is often overshadowed. However, Hvitserk's impressive accomplishments in the Mediterranean and leadership in the Great Heathen Army highlight his skills and prowess as a Viking warrior. Despite his comparatively lesser recognition than that of his siblings, Hvitserk's story offers a captivating insight into the Viking era, its myths and legends. It's not uncommon for TV shows and movies to take creative liberties with historical characters and events. The Viking series is no exception to this rule. Hvitserk Ragnarsson, apart from his significance in Viking history, has been prominently portrayed in the popular TV series Vikings on the History Channel. The program depicts a version of his character and tale which shares similarities and discrepancies with the factual account. As reported by Express, the show's portrayal of Hvitserk as a significant character in the Viking Age is accurate. However, the name Hvitserk is not historically accurate. In fact, according to historical records, Hvitserk's real name was Halfdan. The showrunners used Hvitserk to avoid confusion with Harald's brother, who was also named Halfdan. Interestingly, the show's portrayal of Hvitserk's role in the Viking travels on the Mediterranean is accurate, even though he assumes the identity of the show's Halfdan. The showrunners used Hvitserk to avoid confusion with Harald's brother, who was also named Halfdan. Interestingly enough, the show's portrayal of Hvitserk's role in the Viking travels to the Mediterranean is accurate, even though he assumes the identity of the show's Halfdan. It is intriguing to see how the show's creators have merged and adapted historical facts to make the story more engaging and understandable for modern audiences. Hvitserk's character in the Viking series, while sharing some similarities with a historical figure, also features notable differences. In the show, Hvitserk is depicted with a more prominent role in the conquest of England than his actual involvement in the real world. Additionally, his on-screen persona is multidimensional, emphasizing his struggles with morality and identity. However, the program's portrayal of his conversion to Christianity and subsequent return to the Viking lifestyle is entirely fictional. There is not enough historical evidence to support the notion of Hvitserk's conversion. Moreover, it is highly unlikely that he would be welcomed back into Viking society after abandoning their way of life. Hvitserk's impact on popular culture. Hvitserk Ragnarsson's impact on popular culture has been remarkable, largely due to his portrayal in the Viking series. Since the show's debut in 2013, Hvitserk has emerged as a fan-favorite character, resonating with viewers due to his complex personality and tumultuous journey. Consequently, Hvitserk has amassed a devoted following and has become a popular subject of fan art, cosplay, and other forms of fan involvement. Furthermore, Hvitserk's influence has extended beyond the realm of Viking enthusiasts, as his character has impacted the broader cultural landscape. The show's depiction of Hvitserk as a warrior grappling with issues of identity and morality has received acclaim for its nuanced representation of mental health and trauma. As a result, this has contributed to increased awareness of the significance of mental health and well-being and the need to destigmatize mental health issues. Hvitserk's influence has expanded to the broader popular culture arena, with the character inspiring a host of spin-offs, adaptations, and merchandise. For instance, the triumph of Vikings has resulted in the development of several spin-off series, such as Vikings Valhalla, slated to premiere on Netflix. Moreover, Hvitserk has appeared in numerous video games, including the popular mobile game Vikings War of Clans. In addition, Hvitserk's legacy has aided in drawing greater attention to Viking history and culture. The show's depiction of Viking society, customs, and traditions has triggered a renewed interest in the Viking Age, with many enthusiasts seeking to explore more about this captivating historical era. This has resulted in an upsurge of Viking-themed tourism, with fans journeying to historical Viking sites and events to better understand the culture in which Hvitserk and his peers existed. Character. Hvitserk is often unfairly judged in the same light as his brother Ivar, but this characterization overlooks his true nature. Rather than a malicious individual, Hvitserk is more of a follower, lacking the charisma and intelligence of his siblings. Nonetheless, he is fiercely loyal to his family, loving all his brothers despite their conflicts and always striving to do the right thing. While he may not be a strong-willed or powerful figure, Hvitserk is an exceptional fighter who has never been bested in battle, save for a single encounter with Ube. However, regarding decision-making, Hvitserk's lack of acumen is apparent. Although he may have gained more power if he desired it, Hvitserk appears disinterested in such pursuits, allowing Ivar to exploit him throughout his life. In the end, Hvitserk proves himself to be a complex character who values loyalty and family above all else, even if he lacks the ambition of his brothers. In conclusion, Hvitserk Ragnarsson may have started as the lesser-known brother of Ivar the Boneless in the Viking series. Still, his impact on popular culture and the wider cultural landscape has been significant. As a complex and troubled character, Hvitserk has resonated with viewers, gaining a devoted following and inspiring a host of spin-offs, adaptations, and merchandise. Moreover, his portrayal in the show has helped to raise awareness about mental health and destigmatize mental health issues. Hvitserk's legacy has also sparked renewed interest in Viking history and culture, increasing Viking-themed tourism. Thus, Hvitserk has emerged as a fascinating and memorable figure in the Viking series and beyond, earning his place as the Forgotten Viking.